Hey, cool, peace. Kid here, welcome back to Guitars, Songs and Home Studios. Today I'm going to do another look at my pedal board where I've been setting up with the GIGRIG Power Supply, finalising that, showing you some of the things that I've just got from Amazon to help with the setup of the board and the way I'm going with it, and to give you some sounds. So, cool, hope you enjoy it, come along, remember to hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe. See you in a minute. Let's do it. Okay, so here we go. Just rehearsing for a live show. There's a set. A live online show. Got this all set up last week, as I said. What I've got here today, though, is when I'm editing, I do use the buttons, you know, and the menus and all, but I do find it easy to use the HX edit on a computer. But everything that I'm doing with this unit and this board is I want the HX Stomp in solid wired. I want everything wired. I don't want to be taking anything in or out of this. That's why I've got this here. Like I said the other video, on the last video, this is just an input output. It's not even plugged in. There's no power to it. It's a true bypass. It's just a boost pedal, but I'm just using it so that I am disconnecting the board from this, not touching the HX Stomp at all. The input's coming in through this TC Electronics polytune as well, so not touching. Everything else is hardwired. The HX is hardwired. The reason why I use that, I prefer that polytune, I prefer that tuner to the one in the Stomp, and I'm using that as a kill switch. It's a lot easier than what I've found using this so far, but I like that. I've used it forever. But anyway, so input there, output there, everything here is hardwired. So today I wanted to hardwire the HX Stomp, HX edit, sorry, for the Stomp. So what I've just got to the post, I can't get it out, is a very short little cable, which is basically a right-angled USB. Let me see that. Yeah, so it's a USB on a right angle. Now my whole point of this was, instead of plugging the USB in, which you get with the Stomp, and you know, to get onto the edit, the HX edit, I wanted it hardwired, as I've just said. So been looking around, found one of these things, so that's going to go in there, so it's always connected. But then I'm just looking at where I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this up on the board here. I think I was going to mount it underneath, but I'm just thinking there's a nice little space there, so I'll put some Velcro on that, and then I can plug the USB cable straight in there without any problems of at all wrecking or damaging this by putting it in and trying to stretch the cable, or damaging or straining the cable. So that's cool. So that's that job. Now the other one is, I've just received these. Where have they gone? Here. 3M table 3M cable tie holders. So that's going to be for the under the board. It's pretty nice and neat on the top, but under the board, last week I showed you that I put just some tape. Can you see? Yeah, I just put some, and you can see that has come off, just to tidy up under the board and make it all nice and safe and sturdy. So I'm going to do that now before tonight's show online, and I'll show you how I get on with it. Okay, cool. All right, so here we are. Can't get any closer than that, never mind. All right, so here we go. Little furry dog has been involved, as you can see. Lots of fur going on. Gotta love it. All right, so we've got another cable to come, but I can still do most of the job in here. Right, So these things are just I got the 3Ms because I think they're stronger, the pads are stronger. So I've just got to decide where I'm going to put them. Got plenty of them. These are always really good to be able to tie things down. There's nothing worse than a cable coming loose in a gig, or when you're transporting. I've had that happen to me during a gig, and it was like, oh my days, what's happened? And I couldn't find out what was going on, and it was a cable that had gone down on me. The cable had just popped out of the power supply, and it was like, oh my days. The world ended. So, very conscious about not nipping or putting a big cable on top of a small cable and then crushing it. So just nip it up nice and gently to start with. That's all it really needs. I'll put 2 on that run. Okay, cool. So back to normal speed. I'll bring you in a minute. There's a couple of things that I'm thinking of doing that need to be looked into. I've got this cable underneath here, which is going nowhere. That needs to be secured. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. And then I do need to look at this output cable. See if I'm any way of making that more secure. But it's just niggly things now. I've put a lot of cables. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if I can. I'll bring it in a minute anyway. Tried to make the cables that going into the isolator and the distributor as rock solid as possible so they can't get knocked out. This one I'm going to tie wrap again to this cable. I might tie it to that tie wrap to stop this one from accidentally knocking out if it ever did. Just if it ever got a knock, it probably won't, but it's just making it rock solid. These things are great. You just peel the backs off them and then you stick them onto your board, and then there's a little 4-way junction where you can put your tie wraps through and then tie the cables to them, so you're not just tying tie wraps around cables, which is cool. All right, so let's come off high speed mode and let's have a look at the board. That'd be cool. Okay, so here we go. Maybe got a little bit overboard, but there's the cable that I was saying I wanted to just tighten it down. It's just a patch cable to go into the expression pedal. So it's a TSR cable. So that goes in there. I wanted it all as nice and neat as you can get it. That one needs to be, I don't know, I'm not going to be able to get that tighter, I don't think. But so I wanted it as neat as I could get it. Tighten that up, bound it to there. This one, I'm not sure how hot the power supply is going to get, so this might not be a good idea. but I wanted to secure that cable because that is important to secure. I'll put that onto there now. A little bit of cable runs there into the isolator. As I said before, this is the main power supply cable through to the distributor. As tight as I can get it, I've actually put one of these little tie wrap mounts. Where is it there? One of these tie wrap mounts on the bottom of the pedal there, to secure that, to make this secure. Cable, the power supply that goes to the stomp. As I said, I've done a little bit of a bodge job there, making sure that I've connected a tie wrap around this tie wrap so that that won't work its way loose if it ever got knocked and banged. A few looms going on there. Back in the day, I would have loomed this with looming cord, and nah, I would have, but these tie wraps are way better, because if you make a mistake, you just cut it off and start again. All right, so that's pretty tight. I'm happy with that. Let's plug it in and see if it works. Fingers crossed. Okay, so here's the board fired up. Everything's working. Got that cable a little bit tighter. Put another one of the loops underneath it. I don't think you can see it. Just there, just to tighten that up. Get that straight down so it's nice and neat. I might need to do one on that one there, but the main thing is the USB is now coming up here, sat on the board, cable straight out. It's a long cable with an extension, and there we go, we're on the HX Edit, which is pretty cool. So that's permanently wired now. I am looking at that, wondering if that, is that the safest place to put it? But it's not going to be on a live situation. It's just for making it, making adjustments. All right, so this is going. All the amp tones are from the stomp. Forgive my hobbit feet. There we go. All right. Okay, cool. So there we go. Let me know if this has been helpful. Let me know if you've set your board up like this. Do you tie the cables up under your board? The GIGRIG Power Supply, they're not cheap, but they're professional gear. And if you're a professional musician, or you're aiming to be, you can only get away with cheap stuff for so long, and then it'll let you down when you don't want to be let down. So that's why you've got to pay. You got to pay the professional prices. It's all set up now. I'm happy with it. It's a pedal board, so there's going to be little tweaks. As I said in the last video, I am going to put the TRS cable into the effects loop of the stomp, running the two drive pedals in the effects loops, so I can have them in the control center instead of having to stomp on them, and utilize their sounds, because they're two of my favorite pedals. I'm happy with the effects, the HX Edit, where I've got the little cable in there now. That's a really good addition for me. Like I said, I might move it around, I might want to put it in different places, but it's a pedal board. But 99% sorted, and really happy with the result, and the HX Stomp is sounding amazing. Gotta say, I am an AC30 fan, I am an amp lover, but just for ease of use and the tones that you can get out of it to go into a DAW and to stream or to go out and play live, amazing. But the GIGRIG Power Supply, thanks GIGRIG, superstars, awesome stuff, great service as well. Thanks for that. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your support. Remember, music equals life. Peace and love. Hit that thumbs up for me, subscribe, ka-ching, hit the bell to know when there's new guitar songs and home studios coming for you. Peace, see you soon.